Hey guys, iSpells01 here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Sorry about the intro, I accidentally got the second top wrong. It's supposed to say 10. But today I'm going to do my top 10 favorite Pokemon. I thought I'd do something a little different today, since all I usually do is Animal Jam videos and those pet shop videos. So let's get started. But first, some honorable mentions. Okay, first of all, Xerneas is one of my favorite legendaries. Mew is as well, but it's not on here. I like Xerneas because its design looks really, really good. And I love the colors on its antlers. I believe it's supposed to be the life deer. That might be what it's based off of. And I love life, and it just looks freaking majestic. Anyways, next Pokemon. I love Veillon because I've had a lot of good memories of it, and I love its design and the whole idea of it. And I was lucky enough to get one from Japan, from the GTS. I traded Glaceon for it. The Glaceon was a lower level though, but the person didn't really care what level it was, as long as it was evolved. Anyway, the moves that they gave it was really good. There were Leaf Blade, Toxic, Giga Drain, and one other one I can't remember at the moment. Next is Espeon. I love Espeon because I love cats, and I love Psychic. It's one of my favorite types, and my Espeon is named Ruby, and she knows a bunch of really good moves. She knows Psychic is one of them. I can't remember a lot of them, but and cats are one of my favorite animals. So yeah. Last is Houndoom. I love Houndoom because I love gory things. And he looks like one of those hellhounds from Call of Duty World at War. Or was it Call of Duty Black Ops? It was one of the two. But he kind of looks like one of those hellhounds, and he obviously looks like he's going to cause some mischief. I've always had one in all of my teams except for my first place being X and Y, or just X. You can learn a lot of really good moves, and yeah. So let's move on to the top 10. Okay, so number 10 is Charizard. I love Charizard because ever since I was really little, I always used to watch the anime, and I watched the older episodes because they still had them on TV. And every time I saw Charizard, I was like, wow. And he really kicks butt in the games, too. I actually got one from Professor Sycamore in Pokemon X, and he's definitely proven himself. I Mega Evolve him, and then even his weaknesses he can avoid by using Fly. If you Mega Evolve, it does even more damage. And I love his design. And it can learn a lot of really cool moves. And I even actually beat the Rock Gym, the second gym I believe, with a Charmeleon, and they were all fire types. But I used its off, because you know some Pokemon are double type, like Delphox is Psychic and Fire. Charizard, I believe, is Dragon and Fire, and he can fly because it's got wings, obviously. And that's why I like Charizard. So let's move on to the next Pokemon. Taking the number 9 spot is Deanna. I love Deanna because he looks like a wolf to me, and wolves are my second favorite animal. And he looks like with Houndoom, he looks like he's gonna like kill you or something, and he just looks freaking majestic. That's supposed his eyes, though. And ever since I was little, I've always wanted one. And in Pokemon Omega Ruby, I can finally have one, so yay! I love its design, and it can learn a lot of really cool moves, and I've actually used one in battle before, and it beat the bricks off my opponent. I was doing link battles online, and he won. So let's move on. Like many trainers, Everyone has their first Pokemon, and usually the first Pokemon has the best memories. Mine was Typhlosion. I love Typhlosion's design, and he was my first Pokemon in my playthrough of Pokemon Soul Silver. Typhlosion can learn a lot of really cool moves from what I can remember. I haven't played Soul Silver in a long time, and unfortunately, I sold my Soul Silver game not knowing its real value. It's worth like $50 or something like that. Because I needed some extra money, and I sold it for $5. Yeah, I know. But anyway, Typhlosion had a lot of really good memories with me. I beat the Elite Four with him. It's just an overall great Pokemon. Let's get to the next one. Yes, I know, another Eevee evolution. But number 7 is Umbreon. I absolutely love Sylveon and Umbreon, but I love Umbreon a lot more. Umbreon has a really cool design, and he looks freaking like a ninja or something. Those red eyes don't even get me started. It can learn a lot of cool attacks, like Moon something that heals him. Similar to how Espeon can learn Morning Sun. They're like complete opposites, but Dark is better. Haha. Dark is my first favorite type, alongside Electric, I can't talk today. And I love how Umbreon's shiny looks. The blue just looks amazing. And I've used Umbreon in plenty of playthroughs through all games I've played, except for number 2. Anyways, moving on. Yep, another starter. Number 6 is Delphox. Delphox is one of my favorite Pokemon. I love Delphox. I love its double typed thing too. It's psychic and fire type. And when I first heard the release of X and Y, I saw Fennekin as one of the starters, and I was like, I have to have that Fennekin. And I did, and I got one finally, and this specific Delphox helped me win the Elite Four 3 times, and she was my first Pokemon I raced to level 100. Or sorry, my second one. Oh god, I can't think today. Oh well. But she was my second one I ever raced to level 100. And I love all of their designs. Fennekin, I think, is my favorite one, though, of the bunch. Because it's so freaking adorable. But I love Delphox because it's so overpowered. Anyways, next Pokemon. Yes, I know. Lots of Eevee evolutions. But I don't care. I love Vaporeon. I've used Vaporeon in almost all of my playthroughs, due to the fact that it has such high HP and its design is just adorable. I mean, just look at it. You can't sit there and not love Vaporeon. Especially this picture I found. Vaporeon can learn a lot of cool moves, like ice moves, which are super effective on dragon types, and water moves. And I always use it to go surfing when I have to go somewhere. And it is a really valuable part of my team. My Vaporeon's name is Bubbles. And I love how it looks like a fish. Moving on. Wow, we're getting pretty high on the list. So number 4 is Arkanian. Arkanian is one of my favorite Pokemon because at the time when I was playing through, there wasn't a lot of dog Pokemon, and he was one of the only ones. And I played a little bit in Generation 3. And he was the only real dog Pokemon, even though he doesn't really look like a dog. He looks more like a tiger to me, but Arkanian will always have a special place in my heart. Arkanian can kick some serious ass, too. If Arkanian wasn't there for me in Generation 3, a lot of some of my opponents probably would have wiped the floor with me. But he can learn a lot of really cool attacks, and I'm glad that he gets to be part of my life. My Arkanian's name is Apocalypse, because he will blast a giant apocalypse of fire to your face. You do not want to blast from this dog to the face. Moving on. You're probably like, why is there two pictures? Well, they're actually both the same Pokemon, but the one on the right is the shiny version. So number 3 is Ninetales. I love Ninetales because it's a fox, and it looks like a wolf. And it's got 9 tails. Do I need to say any more? And don't even get me started on its shiny. I love the color blue and white. They just look so good together. I love the shiny version even more than the regular. And I have actually got a shiny Ninetales in my Pokemon White too. You can learn a lot of really cool moves, and it's been a very valuable part to my playthrough in Pokemon White too. And Black too sometimes. Yes, I know. I'm probably gonna get a lot of dislikes because I love Eevee so much. But this is my last Eevee evolution, okay guys? What is it? Anyways, number 2 is Sylveon. Sylveon is just amazing. Since there's hardly any fairy types, she was actually, I think, the first fairy type. And she looks damn majestic too. And just look at those eyes. Adorable. And I love the way the artist drew this. It's a lollipop, and it's so adorable on her. I couldn't imagine anything more adorable right now. And I love the way Sylveon is designed. My boyfriend hates her, by the way. But haha, if you're watching this, then Sylveon is awesome. Anyways, Sylveon can learn a lot of really cool moves that can affect a lot of really good a lot of really, like a huge range of Pokemon it can like KO, and it's hilarious to watch them all fall to this adorable massacre of an adorable fluffiness. I don't even know anymore, it's just so freaking cute. And it's a badass in disguise. Let's move on to number 1! Yes guys, we are finally at number 1. Number 1, my favorite Pokemon ever is Luxray. Luxray has always been my favorite Pokemon. Luxray was the first card I ever got, and it was one of my best friends' gifts to me for my birthday, and he was leaving it, and after he moved, I never saw him again. I actually still have the card today. But anyways, Luxray has a special place in my heart. I have a lot of fond memories of him. He was my first Pokemon I ever raised to level 100. And I love his design. He can learn so many awesome moves. I've never had a better Pokemon on my team. Except for maybe Sylveon. She can kick one butt. If I was gonna pick anything to run into, it would probably not be this thing in the wild. This is a terrifying animal, but it's so freaking badass. And in its own little ways, I think it's really cute. And it's a freaking lion or lynx, I don't even know what it is, but it's some kind of cat. And I love it so much, and that's why it gets the number 1 spot. Well guys, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, congratulations. And I should probably point this out. None of the artwork that you've seen here is mine. Everything belongs to their original owners. I don't own anything. I just wanted you guys to know what my favorite Pokemon are, and I'm not a complete girly girl. If you guys like this video, please leave a comment below, leaving your favorite Pokemon, and let me know if you want to see any more Pokemon videos. Bye guys, I spelled out.